Assalamu alaikum kids and a very warm welcome in our today's session. Before we can move to our topic, let's have a quick review of some rules that I have told you in the introductory video of our class. So before starting the video, make sure to find a place at your home where you can sit in a quiet environment. Use hands-free so that you can get maximum of the lesson without distraction. You must have a notebook and a pen or a pencil, whichever you prefer, to note down the important points or queries regarding the lecture. And finally, after the explanation, there will be an assessment. You must attempt all the assessments in order to proceed further. So without any further ado, let's get started. Today we are going to start the very first chapter of our book, Introduction to Biology. We are going to use the textbook of biology for class 9 by Sindh Textbook Board. The topics to be covered in this video are what is biology and the Quranic teachings about animals and plants. The pages that we are going to cover in this video are from page number 1 till page number 6 for your reading part. Let me share the learning outcomes of this video. At the end of this video, you'll be able to define biology and its branches, state what are the benefits of studying biology, and acknowledge and relate Quranic teachings about animals and plant life. But first, let's discuss what is science. Science is derived from Latin word which means to know, yani janna. Science is a way of knowing. It emerges from our curiosity about ourselves, the world, and the universe. Natural world cannot be understood without asking questions. इस दुनिया को समझने के लिए हमें सवाल करने पड़ते हैं. Like, how did variety of living things evolve on Earth? In what ways they interact? What are the processes that must occur in each organism? और इन्हीं सब सवालों से मिलकर बनती है basis of science of biology. पर सवाल ये पैदा होता है कि हम साइंस पढ़ें ही क्यों? इसका सीधा सा जवाब ये है कि साइंस हम इसलिए पढ़ते हैं कि हमें अपने इर्द गिर्द की दुनिया को एक्सप्लोर करना है, इसके बारे में दरियाफ्त करना है. हमें ये जानना है कि हमारे इर्द गिर्द जो कुछ भी हो रहा है वो कैसे हो रहा है और क्यों हो रहा है. एंड लास्टली, to challenge the laws of nature and open doors to new inventions for the betterment of mankind. Now that we have understood the question what is science, the next and rather close to our topic one is what is biology? Study of living organisms or living things is called biology. Biology is composed of two Greek words, bios, which means life, and logos, which means study. So biology is the study of life. The study of biology gives useful information about life and about the identification, classification, structure, and functioning of different kinds of animals and plants. Simply, biology deals with the organisms and different phenomena of life. Biology is further divided into two main branches. The first one is botany. Botany comes from a Greek word botane, which means plants. So it is the scientific study of plants. The second one is zoology. Zoology is composed of two Greek words, zoo and logy. Zoo means animals. So it is the scientific study of animals. Now, according to the revised classification system, all the small, usually microscopic organisms like viruses, protozoans, bacteria, and many other such tiny organisms which were previously classified as plants and animals have now been separated into independent groups. The study of these microorganisms is called microbiology. तो ये सब तो सही है, लेकिन बायोलॉजी का यूज़ कहाँ कहाँ और किस तरह से होता है ये जानना भी तो ज़रूरी है. बायोलॉजी हमें बहुत ज़रूरी और यूज़फुल इन्फॉर्मेशन देती है. जैसे बायोलॉजी में हम मुख्तलिफ़ किस्म के जानदार चीज़ों के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. इसके अलावा मौजूदा या एग्जिस्टिंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स का एक्सटिंक्ट यानी वो ऑर्गेनिजम्स जो कि अब नहीं पाए जाते, उनसे रिलेशन के बारे में पता चलता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल डायनासोर्स, वो कौन थे, कहाँ से आए थे और क्या हुआ कि अब वो एक्सटिंक्ट हो चुके हैं. Extinct means they no longer exist in the present world, but their bones or other remains might. We can achieve the identification and grouping of living organisms on the basis of similarities, dissimilarities, and relationship with each other and with their environment. We can also study the structure and functions of various kinds of animals and plants. It also provides information about the inheritance of character from one generation to another generation. आप लोग ने डीएनए के बारे में तो सुना ही होगा. डीएनए बेसिकली अपने अंदर जेनेटिक इंफॉर्मेशन कैरी करता है. इट इज़ द जेनेटिक मेकअप ऑफ एन ऑर्गेनिज्म. इससे हमें ये पता चलता है कि इंसान के अंदर कौन सी चीज़, कौन से ट्रेट्स उनके पेरेंट्स से इनहेरिट हुए हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बाल आपके फादर जैसे होंगे, किसी की नाक उनकी मदर जैसी होगी, किसी का लहजा उनके दादाजी जैसा होगा. तो ये सारी की सारी इंफॉर्मेशन हमें बायोलॉजी प्रोवाइड करती है कि कौन से ट्रेट कैसे पेरेंट्स से नेक्स्ट जनरेशन यानी उनके ऑफस्प्रिंग्स में ट्रांसफर हुए हैं. नेक्स्ट इज इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ बायोलॉजी. The importance of biology can be described as following. The study of biology helps in improving hygienic conditions of the world. So you see, with the help of biology, we are able to protect ourselves during this pandemic of coronavirus. Biology helps in the treatment of many dangerous diseases. It gives knowledge to grow healthier crops and produce new varieties of crops. Biology helps in searching new sources of food. Nuclear biology is a branch of biology which helps in fighting against radiation hazards. अल्लाह ताला ने एनिमल्स और प्लांट्स के हवाले से कुरान पाक में कई जगह जिक्र किया है, जिनमें से कुछ हम इस लेक्चर में पढ़ने वाले हैं. आगे आने वाली स्लाइड्स को मैं प्रॉपरली रीड कर लूँगी क्योंकि इसमें ज़्यादा कुछ एक्सप्लेन करने को है नहीं. देयर आर सम ऑफ द ट्रांसलेशंस जो कि अल्लाह ताला ने पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट को रेज करते हुए और पर्टिकुलर चीज़ के इम्पोर्टेंस को डिस्क्राइब करते हुए स्टेट की है. ठीक है, तो इसको हम ऐसे ही गो थ्रू करेंगे. इफ़ यू आर हैविंग एनी क्वेश्चंस तो यू कैन आस्क मी privately or in the comments. So the first one is about the importance of significance of water for animals and plants. Water is an essential component in the structural organization of both animals and plants. Protoplasm is formed from water. Protoplasm is just like cytoplasm. Basically, it is the living part of the cell usually referred in unicellular organisms. In Holy Quran, Almighty Allah described the importance of significance of water for animals and plants as the basic component of life. So the first one is from Surah Al-Anbiya, ayat number 30. The translation says, "We made every living thing of water, will they not then believe?" The second one is from Surah Al-Nur, ayat number 45, and the translation says, "And Allah has created every animal of water. Of them is a kind that goes upon its belly, and a kind that goes upon 2 legs, and a kind that goes upon 4. Allah creates what He will. Lo, Allah is able to do all things." Then there are few Quranic references about the growth and variety of plants. Allah has described the power which helps in producing the species of various kinds of plants. He has also explained about the process of formation of starch, vitamins and other producers in plants which are very healthy for our human body as well. So the first one is from Surah Al-Ra'd, ayat number 4. And the translation says, "And in the earth are neighboring tracts, vineyards and plowed lands and date palms, like and unlike, which are watered with one water. And we have made some of them to excel others in fruit. Lo, herein verily are portents of people who have senses." Here's another one which is from Surah Al-An'am, verse number 96. And the translation says, "Lo, Allah it is who splitteth the grain of corn and the date stone for sprouting." Sprouting means when a leaf sprouts out or the root or the shoot begins to form from a seed. That is called sprouting. He brings forth the living from the dead and is bringer forth of the dead from the living. Such is Allah. how are then you prevented? Importance of usefulness of animals and plants. Allah has created many kinds of animals and plants for the benefit of man. Man take advantage from both animals and plants. Almighty Allah has indicated the usefulness of some of the plants and animals to the human welfare. And this is the reference from Surah Al-Nahl, ayat number 66. The translation says, "And lo, in the cattle there is a lesson for you. We give you to drink of that which is in their bellies, from betwixt the refuse and the blood, pure milk palatable to the drinkers." Here is another one from Surah Al-Hijr, ayat number 19. The translation says, "And the earth we have spread out and placed therein firm hills and caused each seemly things to grow therein." अल्लाह ताला ने इसमें बहुत सारे अपनी नेमतों के बारे में बताया हुआ है, जिसमें से एक एनिमल्स और प्लांट्स और उनके हैबिटेट के बारे में है. There is another one from Surah Yasin, ayat number 36, and the translation says, "Glory be to him who created all the sexual pairs of what which the earth groweth, and of themselves, and of which they know not." इसमें एनिमल्स, प्लांट्स और उनके जोड़ों के बारे में, यानी उनके जेंडर्स के बारे में जिक्र है. Here is another reference from Surah Al-Nahl, ayat number 68 and 69, and the translation says, "And the Lord inspired the bee, saying, Choose thou habitations in the hills, and in trees, and in that which they hatch. Then eat of all fruits, and follow the ways of thy Lord. May it smooth for thee," thee means you. "There cometh forth from their bellies a drink diverse of hues, wherein is healing for mankind. Lo, here is indeed a portent for people who reflect." This ayat is a reflection of importance of honey which is made from bees inside their bellies. Honey is a very powerful medicine as well. So here's a quick summary of what we studied in this lecture. We study science to explore, discover and understand the world and challenge the laws of nature to achieve new inventions for the betterment of mankind. Biology is the scientific study of life. There are three main classifications of biology: botany, which is the scientific study of plants; zoology, which is the scientific study of animals; and microbiology, which is the scientific study of microorganisms. The study of biology gives useful information about the life and about the identification, classification, structure and functioning of different kinds of animals and plants. And lastly, we discussed some of the Quranic teachings about plants and animals' life. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.